Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Strafe Gal. This is Lufia 2. We're jumping back in. This is the cave, kind of to the southwest of this shrine here. And this is where Abel, who took the key to the shrine, is hiding. Because it got grabbed by monsters. We once again find out that Maxim is kind of a moron. And Tia is apparently good with kids. And Maxim is dense. Okay, so we're gonna go up here. Now, you're supposed to drop down here. Actually, it looks like you have to. I'm wrong. Okay. So, bridge piece, drop, flip, potion. It's a good start. Let's make sure we're on arrows. And let's see where this goes. Now, right now, I don't need to avoid monsters by any means. I'm just trying to minimize the fights I get into here, since we are kind of already... We're relatively overleveled already. It's not the end of the world if we get into a few fights and gain a few levels. I just don't want to get into every single fight, every single room. Especially with this party. Okay, let's try this, because I don't remember the way through this particular dungeon. Apparently I'm very good at this. So Brave increases... Oh, miracles are good. Brave increases the Guts stat, which it determines things like the ability to stay alive in critical health, critical hits, and a few other random things. Okay, this is one of my favorite little things in this game. So when you go over here and open one of these treasure chests, it locks you in this spiked area with all these monsters. These crabs are really, really strong against physical attacks. You should probably actually be having Tia use magic. Power Brace, which is a item for Tia, I believe? Nope. Oh, it must be a... Increases defense and intelligence, yep. And I believe it has a good... Oh, never mind. Think of a different one. We're just gonna toss Spark around here a bit. Jail's defense. Unfortunately, Fumi is... I really do love Fumi as a capsule monster. It gets kind of neat by the end, but it's really weak overall. It's kind of the average one. if it lands its special attacks, it's actually not bad. But the chance of it doing so is fairly low. And as the game goes on, it will have a a higher chance to run away than some of them. Which is one of the major things on Capsule Monsters as the game goes on. The best ones for endgame stuff are probably Flash and Sully. Okay, we missed a ton of stuff, because this is the end of the dungeon. Okay, so that one right there is the actual end-end. Let's check this. I believe this has a treasure chest if we follow it. Yep. Again, the amount of random hidden treasure in this game is pretty high, which is always really neat. There's actually an item later that will show you when you're missing treasure. Okay, so our goal here is going to be to drain the 2 rooms. Got in as a side attack, so chance to get in first. And lowers the chance of a large encounter. We should be able to go over here to get the other one, which I believe there's another hidden treasure back here. Got in first, okay. Let's go. I'm okay with doing Spark for this party. Okay, maybe I'm wrong. Not a big deal. No need to fight the butterfly. Well, at this point, since we're already here, I'm gonna say let's go ahead and continue, and we can always go back in the cave to clean up. This is the insurance to make sure you actually did the other dungeon first. Okay, we get to fight the Regal Goblin. So we're just gonna hit him as hard as we can right off the bat. We are faster than him, which is important. Okay, so he's going to spend each turn calling companions. So what we're going to want to do is basically clean up and focus in on the Regal Goblin if possible. So we're going to do a little bit of damage to the Regal Goblin each turn. Kind of feeling out how much I have to do here. Okay, we're definitely going to want to make sure we get rid of the mage. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. That should take out both of the other goblins. Apparently I'm wrong. The mage's just going to keep punching away. Toss Spark here. Should finish it off. Strong for the heals. Just a few regular attacks here. We'll see if he calls any more companions. Yep. So I think I'm gonna switch my tactic here a little. Focus in the Spark on the back row goblin. Silk wasn't enough. Okay. But we got the kill on the Regal, so that actually works out really well. Because this should kill it. Yep. Got a few levels. And we've got the Shrine Key. Now, we missed a bunch of stuff in this dungeon, as I mentioned. So... I am going to... I'm trying to remember, is it here? Or here, maybe? Or is it on the other side? It must be on the other side, okay. For some reason I was thinking there was like a hidden passage over there that was really out of the way. Something like this. Aha! Witch ring. Increases intelligence and magic resistance. Great item for Tia. And has spell deflection as an ability, which is also just really good. Okay. Let's see, that was that spot. This is going to come around to the other side of that. So, you can see there, this room, the shape is this identical on both sides of the river. And so you place it kitty corner from the corner there that sticks out. You put the pot there, and then you put this there, and it lets you pass through. And this is that upper area of the downstairs we were just in. I believe I want to do that first. I believe there's a switch here. Okay, I'm trying to remember how this works. I believe we want to use bombs. so they take 3 turns to regrow. 1, 2, 3. I accidentally pushed the button twice. There we go. Okay. So now the only downside is there's no arrows to jump down here. We actually have to go all the way back around to the other area we were in. Now, at this point, I'm just gonna take a moment to point out, in order to get to that upper area, we had to move a pot in a different part of the dungeon, which then let us go to this switch, which lets us get access to this area. Which requires both a switch and a switch there. And we're still missing a treasure chest here. Which I believe... Let me see if I remember right. That is not right. Darn. I'm wondering if I just missed a stairway down. There we go. So, all of those little side areas, eventually we get all this stuff. Which gives us our 3rd speed boosting item for Maxim here, which we're gonna get rid of. He's still slower than Tia. We're gonna get our next character soon. And he is going to need every bit of speed boosting equipment we can find. He's not as bad as the character after that. Oh, and apparently we're still missing. So we actually have to lure the monster onto the tile there. And this takes us... Oh, this is... This is the other side of this tunnel, which gets us our first rock item, which is awesome. Horse rock is, I believe, speed and attack. Attack and defense. Okay. So. Now, if you do all of that stuff in order, there's a lot less backtracking, to be fair. However, there's a lot of stuff there, and it's really neat how it all interacts. And this is, again, this is a fairly low-level dungeon, and it's fairly complex just to get the stuff. Now, none of those items are required, which is also really neat. You know, I went through and did the main questline without much effort. Okay. Go through, get the teleporter, and continue on. So these hawk enemies are, I mentioned the Eagle Rock earlier. This is where where we can potentially find that item. There's a lot of clueless men in this game. Okay, back square training. We're gonna go ahead and just progress things. Monsters in town. Okay. Our first real threat shows up in the form of this isn't one of the Sinistrals, but one of their lesser flunkies. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is move Tia to the back. Now that we have the option, she's going to take less damage that way. We're going to actually have Maxim use the Speed Rock to buff the speed on both himself and Guy. And Tia's going to blast this thing with Sparkle. We're going to focus down one of them first. It's worth taking a turn to buff. May need to even take another one here. Actually, at this point, I think we're probably going to just assume we're not going to go first. So Guy is, you may notice, has no MP meter. He is a pure physical fighter. He hits like a truck. Not as good as Dakar, which we'll get to. Some weird man took Hilda away. And Guy joins the party. Okay. So now we actually have a decent party. Or the start of one. Apparently the music stopped. Okay, Kukri has Thunder Blast and increases attack on both of our fighters, so we're gonna go ahead and grab 2 of those. Armor. I'm actually going to, real quick here, we're going to remove Maxim. We're going to give him the jet helm and the speedy ring. Light armor. And then we're going to give Maxim the horse rack. Now, the big thing to keep in mind here is that without the horse rack, with the way they're set up right now, Guy has higher attack than Maxim and he's 6 levels lower. So that's how this works. Maxim is our average guy. He starts out as our physical guy because you just have Tia. And there's a few other times during the game where that will be the case again. Okay, we're gonna equip the hide helmet there and the wood shield. And we're gonna leave Tia with the bracelet she's got right now. I'm not worried about money, so I'm gonna keep the items I've got. Although I will do a quick sort. The other thing that Brave or Guts increases is the amount of IP you get back every time you get hit. So it's kind of a neat thing. We do want to increase Guy and Maxim as much as we can there. Put all the magic. For some reason, Maxim can't learn fire spells. It's just a thing. He gets access to all the other magic, just not fire spells. Do a quick check at the item hut. I don't think there's anything we really need here. Grab a couple more high potions. I'm gonna grab a couple shrieks just to be safe because confusion really sucks. Actually, all of these kind of suck, so let's just go ahead and buy a few just to be safe. Okay. Since we didn't actually go in here, let's do a quick check over here. I think I missed a cutscene by not going to the inn first. That's okay. Okay. So now we've got Guy. And that will allow us a bit more oomph. So there's a barrier there. The boss for this is at the top of the tower. I just realized I messed up. got in first, which was intentional there. Scorpions are a little dangerous because they can poison. Status effects in this game can be really obnoxious, so... Another instance there of when an enemy dies, they'll automatically retarget the next enemy, but it's not always the one you want. Okay, so I'm gonna see if I can salvage this. I don't think I can. Ha! Because you need to be able to drop this pot behind there. That's... yeah, we're gonna skip that. Okay. There will be better enemies to fight in this tower than that. And some enemies that we actually need to fight. Like this guy. Now that they're all in the same row, we're just gonna pound them. I feel like I missed a little bit again. Okay, this could be annoying. No poison. Really? Okay, I was expecting her to be able to be that first one, but lizards are or needle lizards are pretty low-end enemies. Gonna go over here and get in first on this nuke. Now, once again, we're running into this problem where when you level up, your HP doesn't refill at all. So the guy... it looks like his HP is really low, but he's actually doing just fine. Okay, so we're gonna Gale again. Not that it does a ton of damage, just that it's gonna weaken all the enemies a little bit to make sure that the others can one-shot. And focus fire down the last one. The other, which is also a poison lizard, which frees up the back row. Okay, that's, I believe, the way out. So we're gonna go over here first. Nope, that's the way out. I could be wrong. We'll see. Okay. I was almost positive that that guy was stuck in that area. Okay. Let's go big crab there, small crab here. Flash on these two. That was apparently a terrible plan. At least I got one of the big ones out. So if I had gone the other way first, you realize that the platform's up and you have to go all the way back around. We doubled up on the wrong guy, apparently. Now, I don't think I explicitly mentioned it, but you don't actually have control over what capsule monsters do in this game. So, what Fumi does is completely up to luck. There are other capsule monsters that have other special attacks, and as he grows, he'll get more. I remember very specifically, like, I think they get, like, a body slam attack that does a ton of damage. Okay, that's... Is this the way forward? No. So when you step on those, that plays the music notes. Hey, this is where the key is. So if we'd gone the other way first, we would have missed this. And then I believe there's another thing over here. Nope. Once again, I could fight more of these enemies. There's nothing wrong with fighting enemies here. But I'd rather just focus on the ones that I have to fight. Whoops. Okay. Yeah, so by focusing on just the ones I have to fight, I'm not at any severe risk of losing these battles at this point. So the main purpose is just to get some XP. It is 6:15 now. The door opens at 9 o'clock. And that moves the ladder outside. We're gonna go ahead and just do a get in first since these guys aren't moving. Undead tend to be weak to fire and holy damage. That should actually kill it. Nice. So yeah, by skipping some fights, we are also keeping the game interesting by not becoming super overleveled. changes in the back room, something interesting happens. It's 6:15 now. So when the date changes, Jute Helm. Magic resistance. There's a helmet. So we'll move up to Maxim. We want to keep Guy getting those speed boosts because he's still going after the enemies even after getting the buffs that we've given him. Okay, ready for this? Probably not. Trying to remember. I was thinking there were items on the side somewhere over here. Oh well. I had to check out the abilities of certain men. And with an idea, you do anything to save your sister. You've made a mistake, friend. Can't. Tia use Flash. Start out with Maxim just attacking, and we're going to use Sluggish. Which actually works really well, because he's already the slowest person here. So it doesn't actually matter. We'll just have Tia use Strong. Buster Tech didn't do too much here, except it looks really cool. I always remember really thinking Camu looked awesome. I love the design on this character and the stuff, but he's really a pushover. So if we happen to get enough IP, we'll use Thunder Attack. I could probably even afford to just do something. Let's do some Flash. Flash does so much damage. I'm really okay with this. So Buster Tech's gonna keep going. One thing you may notice is that when I do the party heals, Gels was not included in that version. So I'm gonna do this. I want Tia using Flash. I'm gonna have Maxim use Strong. It's a little bit less powerful. And we'll at least stave off what we're doing. So he's gonna get some command. I'm just going to keep focusing down Camu for now. I'm going to have Maxim direct his heals so they actually do more. Never mind. see how this works. Luckily they don't heal for a ton, but I really just don't want to deal. Well, I could deal with 20 around. Screw it. It just means, you know, Tia's doing 120 instead of 130. Well, 110 instead of 130. There we go. So finally got enough IP to do Thunderbolts there. And that was enough to finish off Camo. And that was a ton of XP. Guy and Maxim? Don't overestimate yourselves. The time will come. This world will be ruined by Sinistrals soon. Just wait. Get out of here. Magic stopping the door from opening, and warping to Tampa. And she's gone. Okay, guy's gonna realize, gonna make sure Hilda's okay. This is where Jesse comes in. I love the fact that that little line back and forth there, when it's over you'll come back to me, you know I will, is in thought bubbles instead of... Yeah. Guy joins the party for good. Well, for now. For good. Pretty much for good. Okay. So, now's the fun part. that dungeon we just did. At the end, there were 3 treasure chests on the top floor. That means we get to do the entire thing again. If we want those treasure chests. That was terrible. I got lucky. Lumi's awesome. And I got in first, so it should be better. I guess those lizards are harder than I thought. Oh. Okay, so we're gonna go through here quick. That was terrible. We literally have to do pretty much everything except get the key. So it looks like those little imp guys are actually weak to lightning. So we may be able to just target just those guys and take them out without having to follow up with attacks. I thought it was coming out that I had the issue. Oh well. Crabs don't like fire. So the trick with that puzzle is you can't touch the gold trim where the door locks. Now this brings me to a point of one of the weird little things of this game that I would say is both a blessing and a curse. It's one of my favorite things because the game is so... Because most games give you lots of hints, I love the fact that you have to figure some of these out by trial and error. Like this puzzle. There's no reason to know what or how to do this puzzle. Push this pillar into place first, and then there's these matching little base things that you have to move the pots from one to the other. I think this was the... This was the ladder? Yes. Wait, this might be the key. So I went by these really fast, but when you step on the music notes, it plays the sound effect. So it does the sword sound effect, and then the arrow sound effect, and then the bomb sound effect, so you have to do those. will also say one of the neat things here is, because of the fact that you have to go back through the whole tower again to get the treasure chest, it gives you a second chance at some of these weird puzzles, or to notice some of these weird puzzles when you might not otherwise. Camu armor. Fire dagger. And the pearl brace. These items are worth it. This is the item I was thinking about earlier. Increases intelligence and defense, and it has a special called light bulb that increases intelligence a second time. Camu armor. Restores HP to all of the party equal to 25 of the user's max HP. So guys, stupidly high HP matters suddenly a lot more. It also increases attack and defense. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and give Maxim a fire dagger for now. And I'm gonna keep the power brace just to be safe. Actually, I believe I've got an escape, which means we can warp back down to the bottom, so we don't have to put the whole thing back down as well. So Guy at this point is still very, well, not very, he's still a bit lower level than the rest of them, which is fine. We've got time for it to level out, and some of the characters we're going to get much later in the game. South Tower was shaking. What was going on? Okay, so we're gonna talk to this guy. He's Roshi. You've gone to the North Cave? An apple-shaped ruby, but I can't get it. I just have to have it. Okay, so we find out he's a land, like a land baron. He's not a nice guy. Jaffe's ruby icon, we hear a little bit about. Not super important. It is the whole plot of this area, but it's still not super important. I think this is one of the first big times where we start seeing, okay, so like this rod item gives Tia 10 more physical attack. We don't really care that much if Tia's doing a lot with her physical attacks most of the time. But Wire is also, or the IP on Wire is a water-based attack that does double damage when she does a physical. So it's still a physical attack and not worth it. We've already got those. I want to keep that. I think I'm good on everything else. Yeah, it's not enough of an increase to worry about it, I think, at this point. Let's hit up the spell shop just to make sure. Bravery. Increased defense. Let's see, release is paralysis, okay. Tia gets escape. There's very few characters that actually can escape, which is unfortunate. Let's us out of dungeons faster. I'm also going to take a moment here to use Sort, which doesn't seem to be doing anything. Now we could be feeding our capsule monster. In fact, I may see if I can get long knives since we have so much money. We're also getting close to our next one. Okay. Here. Oh, beautiful glass crafts. Okay. So unfortunately, all of these replace the train, which is really awesome. And they don't do much. The ear jewel literally is almost useless. Glass brace gives you a few small statues. Glass ring is a little bit better only because it gives you a confuse ability, but we just got that spell. So they're pretty much worthless. Okay, so we've been told that we have to go to the East Cave, basically, or the North Cave, whatever it is, and there's going to be something blocked off until we go there. That is the formula of the game. However, before we continue, I'm going to save and take a break, because I've been playing for about 2 dungeons, which is my goal for each of these videos. So, if you're enjoying these videos, give me a like and subscribe. Check out the other content on my channel. I haven't played through a ton of full-on RPGs yet. I've been doing a lot of other stuff, but I really do enjoy RPGs, and I'm hoping to do some more. They're very time-consuming to do Let's Plays of, so is the main thing. But I'm hoping to do a few more SNES classics like this in the future. If you have any questions or suggestions, please leave them in the comments. And as always, have a good one.